Good morning.
Good morning.
Good evening. How's your dinner?
Uh, Good.
You just
It's
got back?
I got back about an hour ago,
Hmm.
but then there was this film. Actually, I should probably write this in the chat in case you're interested in it. It's a
Ah,
wonderful person whose name is Irshad Manji.
uh-huh.
Um, she's Muslim,
Uh-huh.
but she's also um, a lesbian.
Uh-huh.
And she's a wonderful person, and she got to know Lois and us really well.
Hmm.
And we did some events with her, but
Mhm.
she does work around moral courage. She wrote a really wonderful book, and she does a lot of work
Oral
around the
card.
world around bringing people together with differences, to build community. And so
That's good.
she had a live thing happening with somebody from, it was a very interesting program. So I ran in to get online so I could watch it.
Uh-huh.
Now meeting.
How long is the recording movie? Is
It's like a documentary with a talk back, and
Mhm.
I think I can send it to you. But
Oh,
if you look her up and see what she's got her newsletter, like you'll see it. You know,
okay.
a lovely, lovely person, and yeah,
I'll check it out.
yeah. Maybe she should do something with Global Play Brigade.
Mm.
So what should we do?
Especially, yeah, I
Dale's
think
not here. Should we get to
we
work?
really have to finalize today.
We do. Absolutely do. I think that we should do it.
Mm.
Like, there's a couple of things I have questions about. Maybe I can ask before, but I think we should perform it and
We
see how
should
long,
perform it.
yeah, and see how long it takes. You know,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, because I think I had a meeting with Sarah, Rita, and Ruth last night, and they're worrying about the quality and
They're
like
worried about the what? I'm sorry.
quality
The
of the
quality
play show,
of
right? And I
our play
think,
shop?
well, all the play shop and all the the event. Well,
Why are they
uh,
worried?
yeah, I know, and I think you know, because we wanna spend some time to discuss. Did you watch the movie recording from Sarah? Sarah mentioned that we definitely should confirm to have 10 minutes discussion at the end, like in in
Of
the
each
play show,
workshop.
right? For the
Yeah.
reflection, and yeah, that's the reason why we are doing something beforehand, right? The performance play. So what I'm trying to say is that we want to have a reflection, call it like very good quality discussion, um, talk, dialogue at the end. And
Yeah,
we play because we want to have this
I
discussion
agree.
after that.
Yeah.
So
Well, so they worried that the play shops are not going to have enough discussion? Was that it? How?
sometimes, well, I kind of notice sometimes we just play and like, we run out of time.
Yeah, let's not do
And
that. I
yeah,
agree.
so I think we have to be very sure that we're gonna have some good quality discussion
Yeah.
time at the end.
So maybe let's start. So,
Okay, yeah.
because
I
we're on the
just
right
sent the
document.
link to Toto, so he should be coming soon. And I think, he just woke up or something. I want to give him a morning call. And Yeah, I've started using the video of us already spreading everywhere.
Well, I need more ideas of where to put it. I put it on Facebook, but see, I'm just hardly ever on social media, so
Mm,
there's only a few people who are like thumbs up.
yeah,
But
yeah,
maybe if
yeah.
we have time at the end, tell me what else I should do.
Mm-hmm. I've also put it on my YouTube channel. So in this way, it's easier
I don't
to.
have anything like that. I don't ha really have much social media, so maybe I shouldn't worry about it.
You shouldn't worry
People,
about it.
people with
I think
social media will do it.
the whole idea is that we create a video and a global prayer brigade use the video to promote. So
Are they? Because I haven't heard anything about that.
I
How
haven't heard anything back from them. And I hope that they're gonna use it somehow because I've taken some time to do it. So
you did? That's
I had
beautiful.
fun. I had fun though. I
Great.
really had fun.
Here comes Toto.
Mm. Good morning, Toto.
Morning.
Good
Morning.
morning.
You just
Now
woke
we
up?
have to stop. We have to stop fooling around and we have to get serious because Toto is here now.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you
Um,
didn't just wake up.
Probably like a few minutes ago.
Okay. Okay. I
I
wasn't
like that
gonna
we
give
see you when you wake up.
Sorry.
No, I like it. Nice that we can do that, you know, be in each other's homes.
Yeah.
Hikaru, let me ask you something about something you just said before, and then we can, go right. We figured we should go right into rehearsing this
Mm.
and make sure it's time. We have enough time to do the things we need to do, including discussion. But we're when Hikaru had a meeting with Rita and Sarah and Ruth. I'm glad I remembered everybody's names.
Good.
And when they said they were concerned that something about the quality of the workshops, but were they telling you because they wanted you to talk to all of the workshop givers?
Well, so that's the reason why Sarah made a video so that I don't have to go through every team to
Right,
say
right.
that
Yeah,
you should have the, quality time for a dialogue and discussion at the end.
yeah,
You should have about,
yeah.
10 minutes. You should confirm to have 10 minutes to have a discussion. But I hope some of those team members, watch the video.
Maybe you could
And
maybe in the educator salon
yeah, I
workshop
think
we
I
can
can just
write.
want the people to say
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah. Also, I don't think it's just at the end. It's sort of like reflecting all the way through.
I think so. I think
Yeah,
so. And I'm pretty sure that everybody noticed.
yeah, yeah. So we could just, I don't know,
Mm.
write a friendly reminder. I don't know what we have to do.
Yeah,
But the
um,
thing is reflect all the way through. How was that?
mm.
Like yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then I think, each member, each team has, met so many times
Yeah,
already. And
right.
yeah, so and then because this is a kind of a repeat session from last year.
Not ours.
No, not ours, but
We still don't know what we're doing.
yeah. But this is a kind of a series of embracing something.
Yeah.
So so
And we're not embracing knowing. We know that.
right, right. Yeah, so I'm not worrying
Yeah, me neither.
because we felt that at Educator Salon last time, a couple weeks ago, we really had a wonderful time. It was only 1 hour, but it was really condensed, and everybody was so confident
Yeah, yeah. I agree.
and was looking forward um to just have it. So yeah, I'm
So
sure.
should we do our thing?
Yeah.
Should we look at the schedule?
Oh, by the way, we have more than 100. You've seen the information. So
Not the most recent.
right, the most recent one was we have 140 people registered already.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have maybe 30-40% dropped out, but maybe 60-70 people will be showing up.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay, so you're gonna share
The document.
the
Or the
document,
slide?
the schedule part.
Okay. Okay.
And I have a question. I don't know if I should ask it. Maybe I should ask it first,
Mm,
and then when we get to that part, then we will know what we want to do.
okay. Go ahead.
If you go down to the schedule part, look at that cute picture of us.
Yeah.
It's actually a little bit before
Bigger.
that, but actually, can you make me co-host?
I don't really have to do it. You can,
Oh,
you,
you have it here.
yeah,
Which you don't
I
do
still
any,
haven't,
you don't do that when you have people you don't know, right?
right. But I've never had a Zoom, which, the people I don't know. So I think this way it's easier. I don't really
Okay.
have to worry about making everybody co-host.
Okay.
Okay, you want to share a screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
That same screen, it's just I need to be able to move it.
okay.
Oh, oops, no. Oh, I see.
So you can, or
You
I
can
can
leave it.
share.
Can't you leave it if no, I would have to do it myself. So I need the link again going
Okay,
into WhatsApp or why don't you put the link in the chat?
in a chat.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
All right, there we are again. You cute? Okay, so above before we get to our schedule, there's some quotes here that might help us. We don't have to read them now, but we can. I'll say what it is and to see if we want to go back and read them. But I think it'd be interesting to help us find some things that will help people be able to either like what is the word when you feel it in your body? Like can't
Mm,
remember what that's called, but feel it or have a sense of the difference between the like how it is like uh, our experience of the unknown or what's unknowable versus what's going to be known at some point, right? Not the not known yet,
mm,
right? And that's why, like for me, when we first talked this time, Hikaru, and I was saying maybe instead of embrace uncertainty, let's try embracing unknowability because I was having trouble doing that.
mm, mm.
So I just was wondering if there's anything we might want to use, and I thought we had more. Yeah, here. So Yeah, actually it's here. So this is a very poetic piece, but it's too long.
Mm.
Um, but I love this part that if this is Nachmanovich, who's a musician and an artist of all sorts and philosophical guy, but he says, but if you are using your capacity to listen, here, I'll highlight it. If you're using your capacity to listen, and if you're using the innate structuring ability that's built into you as a 4.5 billion year old organism,
Mm.
then you can use fear, conflict, difficulty, unknowability as the basis for doing incredible things. And then Lois writes, with the word unknowability, Nachmanovich is pointing out a very ordinary quality of our lives that we overlook to our disadvantage. He's highlighting what cannot be known rather than what is not yet known.
Mm. Mm.
And I think key to this, like if we had a longer workshop,
Yeah.
it is really interesting to ponder how far the human beings have gone for how many millions of years, like, and how little was known,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We don't need to know to be able to create, right? To
Right.
build with what we have. So it'd be lovely to have people like just for us to like grapple with that like a little bit, you know, and and then here when Lois is at the very end, and this will be the last what I have to say. She's at the very end here. I invite you to try on unknowing in little ways and see how it fits. So that could be one of the things that we could ask people is what is not knowable in your everyday life?
Mm.
Ordinary things.
Mm.
You know, and she gives an example of this. You might have planned to get somewhere in an hour, but you know, the train didn't come and this didn't, you know what I mean? Even though you
Mm.
have the plan. So that kind of ordinary thing, we don't know
Mm. Mm.
what's going to happen.
Mm.
So maybe we don't even, I see that you're nodding, so which is really nice. So maybe if
Uh,
we keep that in our mind,
mm.
you know, and just as we're going through, we'll
I I
see.
think I think we can use this at the end as a question.
Mhm.
And because, as you said, 15 minutes is not enough for a play shop and then to know everything, to know everything that we don't know. So we can just leave the question to the
Yeah,
participants.
great.
And then if anybody is interested in discussing more about it, just tell them, come
Get in
along.
touch with us. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, join us, the Educator Ensemble, or
Mhm.
join us for next. Maybe we can meet up like this again, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
with some of those participants
Yeah, I'd love
as
that.
a reflection.
I also have a workshop I can invite people to. The
Mm.
workshop, anyway, I could show you after, but it's, yeah, it's related to how I started to like wonder about these things in the first place. Um,
Mm.
okay, what are
So,
you thinking, Toto? Any thoughts now?
Um, I agree with Hikaru. I think this is a nice way to end.
Yeah.
Like maybe like give them homework,
yeah.
but so they go away thinking about it. And
Ah, yeah.
but I also kind of think that a version of this might be also good at the beginning. Probably
Mm.
when Gwen, when you discuss the beginning, maybe you give a hint of this.
Yeah, that'd be great. I was
That
thinking
so
that too.
so it'll bookend the whole session. So
I love that.
it gives them something to latch on, but at the end, it gives them something to digest and to think after the session. So,
Well,
Thank
you just gave some really good
すいません。ありがとうございます。置いとってもらっていいですか？すいません。
you gave us some really good direction to me because you said give a hint of it,
yeah.
right? And that's what I was kind of like, right,
I
this
was
is
gonna
too
say
long.
sandwich, but you
Yeah.
said bookend.
Right. And I was saying that when Toto said that it can give a hint of it in the beginning, that's very
Mm.
helpful
Mm,
to me, right? Because it's like we don't have to explain anything, we're playing. So maybe like give a hint of it in the beginning
mm.
for us to play around with. I love that.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're not gonna be on Friday session,
All right.
so
I have no conception of that you actually gonna do something
maybe
without me.
you can sneak out and then come and do the beginning and the end.
Right. I'll just
Wait,
leave Jim Martinez by himself for the
but
That's
you're gonna be there Saturday, right?
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
right.
So Toto, you're in charge
Yeah, you could do the hint of it in the beginning.
This Saturday, like this guy Saturday.
It's Friday.
this Friday.
Wait. I get
Are you
confused.
gonna
Saturday
do
morning. Saturday morning for
Saturday
us.
morning, right?
Yeah,
Saturday
yeah.
morning. Okay.
So Saturday morning I can do this. Friday evening, one of
No,
you can
no,
do.
no, no, no.
No,
Our
Friday
Saturday
morning.
morning.
Sorry.
Our Saturday morning. Your Friday night.
Sorry.
And your Saturday morning will be our Saturday evening.
Okay, let's not talk about that anymore. But yeah, you make a very good point that at some point two of us will be there.
Right.
And
But
you can come to the one on when, Hikaru, when do I say it is? The other one, the next day.
Saturday night?
You
Saturday
can
night
join
one.
us Saturday
Uh,
night?
No,
um,
no, Toto is gonna come for Saturday. So Toto, you're gonna be for
in the
both,
morning.
right?
I no, that's what I was gonna tell you because Saturday night. So this is gonna be Saturday morning, right?
This is
Seven.
For
going to
me.
be Saturday morning.
Our session is Saturday morning, 7 o'clock, right?
7 a.m. for you and
Yes.
8
Oh, for the
a.m. for
Friday
me.
one. Yeah.
Yes.
Right, right.
But Saturday night I have a show.
Oh, so you're not gonna be able to make it.
So I don't know because like when you told me it's just gonna be Saturday morning, I said yes, but then I didn't know that there's gonna be a Saturday night. What
Well,
time? What time
you
Saturday
didn't,
night?
we were asking you to come. You didn't
Oh,
have to
Yeah,
sorry.
come. We just,
yeah.
no, we were
Sorry.
just liked it if you could come.
I would have loved to, but I have an intro to improv at 2 p.m. Saturday to 6, and then I have a show from 7
Oh,
to 10.
nice. I wish we could go to that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Right. Sorry, but I don't know if I can attend the nighttime. So
Yeah.
So
sorry.
the nighttime one is at 10 p.m. your time,
Oh,
11
okay.
p.m.
Okay.
Japan.
If I'm able to come home really quick, then I can go. Like, because the show starts at 7 and it ends
Mhm.
at 9. So if I rush home, then I can't eat. So it's gonna be like
Yeah.
a crazy improv day for me Saturday then.
Probably we don't start right away. So the play shop itself will start at 20 past 10 p.m.
Okay.
your time or
Okay.
maybe half past.
I
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will I will message you, Hikaru. I'll message
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Okay, that's
up?
great.
What's up, us?
Right. Yeah, because the show starts at 7.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
if it finishes around 9, then I can probably
Mm.
reach home.
The funny thing is that if it, I'm so confused about the time, but because of that time difference, if it was online, we probably could come to your show,
Right, right.
but we
True.
can't.
true.
can't
We
tell.
can watch, yeah, we can watch the show and then we can start doing the play.
How fun
Yeah.
would that be? I love that.
Mm.
Okay, so this is nice. So yeah, you'll see if it's possible for you.
Yeah, I will
And
message you guys.
yeah,
I think I'll have a better idea right before the start of the show.
okay.
Mm.
So maybe I'll have an idea of how long it'll run.
Mm.
What
Mm.
language do you do this show in? Do the
It's
class and the show?
mainly in my language, Tagalog,
Yeah.
but we
Mhm.
speak we call it Taglish, so it's Tagalog and English. So
Yeah, yeah.
but the intro, the short class or workshop, we were supposed to run it in Tagalog and English, but a British couple signed up, so we'll probably run it in English. So
Oh.
the one in the afternoon. So
I tell you, people all over the world are so generous to people who only speak English. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so appreciative of that all the time. Just what you just said. You know, that
right.
you have the skill and ability, everybody in that room, to do that. Most English speakers are like, duh, like all I know is English.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I know that from working with international students. It's very generous. Okay, should we go through our our rehearsal?
Sure.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
So, do you want me to create a slide with this poem or with this quote on the first page and the second?
Sure. Which part of it do you think? Because like this one I think
That's
is
what I
too
was thinking.
long or a little too complicated. Do you agree?
Yeah,
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. This part, yeah, I'm not sure which part. Well, why don't we not figure this out now?
Mm-mm.
I will make a suggestion about which part or little
Okay.
parts, and then I could send them to you and we could see. Yeah, but it seemed like when I was reading it aloud, some of these things might just work, like ordinary language stuff.
Mm.
Okay, that's great. Thank you guys. Also, now what should we do?
Okay, so maybe we can just go to the schedule and
Yeah,
take a look at those and yeah.
okay. So we each introduce ourselves
Mm.
with our names.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be good. Etc. And we ask everyone to do that. So we should decide who's going to do that kind of give instructions to people thing. Right? Like who's the director? And we'll have two different groups at different times. So
Mm.
what do you think? I could give that kind of, yeah. How about this? How about Hikaru, you open it,
Okay,
okay?
because I'm gonna be on both.
Yeah. So why don't you open it? Welcome everybody. And give those oh, you want to just do that in both of them? I don't mind doing it, but I just feel like your voice in the beginning is good.
Okay, sure, sure, sure. I would love to. I would love to. I can just start writing.
Okay, so you can do both. Welcome, put your name in the chat. And then me and Toto can say who we are.
Yeah. We can just jump in after Hikaru.
Okay. And this is a really nice thing that I think we kind of talked about, right? Where I
Right.
highlighted. There's no conclusion or defined destination of our workshop. We should have like some space music in the background, like
Ah.
some space travel music when we say that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Let's have fun.
you're kidding?
With unknown discovery and think together. It's nice. Okay, and so we'll figure out what should be on the slide, but I'll figure out like a few things to say, very short, right, about this sensibility.
Right.
Okay, so this we're saying is 10 minutes by the time we really start. 10 minutes?
We probably have like around 30 minutes for the main thing, and then 10 minutes at the end too for questions and like
Yeah. Okay, good.
discussion and stuff like that. So really short. It's really just
It's really short.
right.
Um, okay, so we probably cannot do all these things, right? So Hikaru, do you want to run through this next part? And
Sure.
do it, say it like you're really gonna say it to us and we can time it and like, right, we're the audience.
So I think as Toto was saying, like a bookends. Gwen and Toto. So Toto for Friday, and Gwen for Saturday. That you can anchor the
Mhm.
mission or the objectives or the purpose of this session. Why we're doing this.
And that would be the steps here. Is that right? Or that's the beginning. That was
That's the very, very beginning. Yes.
the very beginning, yeah.
So I open up and hi, hello everyone, blah 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 blah. And then we're gonna introduce ourselves with our names, country,
Mm.
and the emotion, right?
Yeah, yeah. Right.
I lost my internet.
Yeah. So our name, country, and the emotion towards the unknown.
Right.
So to me, when I don't know what's gonna be happening, I get excited and curious and a little bit nervous. What about you, Toto? Or what about you, Gwen? And then you say hi, hello, blah 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 blah. Yeah. And yeah, so let's have fun. Then
So you're not, are you gonna go through through the
yeah, we're gonna go
okay.
through, and then our play shop for today. The purpose of our play shop for today is, and then you can talk about the quotes
Okay.
and leave the question, and then and we had a lot of discussion to build and craft this play shop. And then we kind of came up to this step. And then maybe I can introduce this step.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, wait, what can open? Right. And we got.
I just had a thought. Maybe this is the bookending part.
Mm.
Maybe we should ask this question, the one right before the steps.
Yeah, I think
What are
that.
some of the things in our lives that are not knowable?
Mm,
Right? And then at the end, we can ask, so if, because I think maybe it will help the participants if they're grappling with that.
yep.
We're going to have a quote, right? We're going to have something for them to grapple with before you get to this.
Mm,
And I think that's going to really help because then they could picture themselves like going
mm.
through. Yeah. Okay, that's great. So maybe that means we add a little bit more here. Is that right? If
Yeah.
people are going if we're going to ask them something and they're going to respond.
Add a little more time. So I put 10 minutes here, but about
15?
yeah, 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then like for me, it won't take much time.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes. So 0 to 15. 15 to, I would say, let me say 2 minutes. So it won't take 2 minutes. I would say 1 minute about the step.
Really?
Yeah, it won't take so much time, but let me say 2 minutes
But
so
are
that
you,
I don't feel, oh my God, I have to speak fast.
I could see everybody getting so stressed out because like, all right, get it. Do you want to ask people like if you're gonna share this, or maybe what people can reflect on it as they go along? You're just gonna share it
Mm.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
we can come back to it?
true, true. And the next one, key message would go in the introduction, so we can just all move this on top right here, right?
Ah, yeah.
Because our key message is going to be at the beginning.
And actually that's nice to have your steps after because you're saying be kind to yourself.
Oh,
And then
mm.
and then you look at these steps. You see, you got to go through these steps and
Okay, so you wanna keep this key message
sure, it seems
after
fine.
that? Okay,
No, 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 no. I'm saying
oh,
put it where you had it.
okay.
Yeah. Right, right. And then if we give that message, then when you're talking about the steps,
Mm,
it will be nice for people to have that message of be kind to yourself because
mm. So then intro game.
Yeah.
yeah, we haven't had an intro game yet. It's a little late for an intro game.
Right, but that's okay. That's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So show your emotion and freeze.
And is it an emotion about not knowing?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Right, that's nice. Can we try it?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, so what's the direction? What's the question is show your emotion. Is it about not yeah, I guess it's about well,
So
what have we said to them
maybe
so far?
maybe because I'm going to be introducing the steps, then Toto or Gwen will be doing this show your emotion and freeze game. Would that be okay?
Sure.
So could we use this as the thing we're gonna ask them? Can you see where I'm highlighting now?
Yeah.
Could this be the thing we want them to show their emotion about? Is what cannot be known in life? What could not be known in life? Is that okay? Because otherwise we have to figure out what we're asking them, what their emotion is about.
I was thinking of like what is their default emotion whenever they encounter something unknown. So is it similar?
Okay.
Is it similar to that? What cannot be known rather than
Mm.
so like for example, do you want to run it, Hikaru? A little bit. Let's try it.
Sure, sure.
Can you bring us to our the camera so that we can see more of each other?
I can, that's me.
Oh, sorry. There you go. So, maybe the way we run it. So we're gonna play a little game right now. So it's a little game so that we can get to know each other, but at the same time, it's a little game that we can know more about ourselves. So
Mhm.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna say our name, and then we're going to show an emotion. Usually the emotion that we have whenever we encounter something that is unknown. So for example, I will do it first. So my name is Toto, and whenever I encounter something unknown or something that I don't know, I realize I become curious. So
Mm.
my post is Toto, and I'm curious. So and then maybe do you want everybody to copy me or do you just want to
Mm.
pass that
Yeah, yeah, copy you.
copy? So my name is Toto, and then I wish everyone can say my name and then copy the
Toto.
emotion and the post that I am exhibiting. So
Mm.
Toto, curious.
Toto, curious.
Thank
We
you.
should get another snapshot of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And then now I'm passing the ball to Hikaru. And now it's her turn.
Ooh. Okay. My name is Hikaru. And when I encounter unknown, I get excited. Excited.
Excited.
So Hikaru, excited. So
Excited,
everyone,
Hikaru.
Hikaru,
Excited.
Hikaru,
excited.
excited.
Okay,
All
that's great.
right.
Yeah, I'm passing the ball to Gwen.
When I am in something that
Gwen, you got to say your name first.
my name is Gwen,
Gwen.
and when I encounter something that is unknowable, I feel strange.
Strange.
So it's when
Gwen. Strange.
rain.
Strange. Okay, cool. That's nice.
And then
Um,
and then we debrief it. Like
Yeah, we debrief it.
debrief it. Um
what if
Hikaru,
at the end of this, we all go around and do them all again? Like the
Yeah.
yeah.
person could do it, but we don't have to say our
Toto,
name.
curious.
Or no, we don't have to.
Oh,
Let's not say
we're
our
not gonna
name.
do that? Oh,
Let's just go. We'll just have curious. Like we'll just get this montage of.
mm,
Because probably all of us feel all of this stuff, so
I
it'd be
mm,
see.
nice to have it
mm.
like all. Yeah.
So do we do it like one emotion after the other, all of us doing it at the same time, or do we just exhibit our emotions so that everybody will have a snap photo of like all of the emotions at one time? What is
Mm.
better?
That's yeah. I don't know. It's great though. Any one of those.
Right, because if we go through all the emotions again, it'll take more time. And having if we're running out of time to do the other exercise, then we
Yeah.
might have
Yeah.
to move. But I like the fact that at the end, maybe we can do our own emotions and have a Snapchat so
Yeah.
that I mean a snap
Mm.
photo, so at least we can see
Be
different
great.
emotions at
That'd
one
be
time.
so great.
And
Yeah.
then that'll lead to the debrief. And
Mhm.
and how would you debrief this? Like I would start talking about like everybody has different emotions or feelings about the unknown, and that's perfectly fine because we all have like different coping mechanisms or different ways of approaching what is unknowable in our lives,
Mhm.
and all of those feelings are valid. They're valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
One
that's
one thing that's, go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead, Gwen. Sorry.
One thing that strikes me is that we never really in our life get a chance to share these kind of emotions with each other.
Mm, mm,
So that's another feeling I have, is that we're here all this doing this together.
mm,
Right.
So we could also maybe find out about that. Like,
mm,
how is it to,
Right. It brings me back to to like, for example, in medicine, the way we were taught. Um, it's like you're supposed to swim with others,
mm,
and it's like every man for himself. You're supposed to like sink or swim, and we don't have time to like deal with your emotions. You know what I mean? It's like, we're in the process of like amassing a huge amount of knowledge, and so you deal with your own like emotions, and now that Gwen mentioned it, this is the first time that we are actually I am actually acknowledging the way that I feel whenever I'm encountering something like this, and
yeah,
it's refreshing. It's refreshing to know that for me that um the way I deal with it is maybe different, but yeah, it's or it may be refreshing to see somebody else see it the
yeah,
same way,
um,
that I am
I
not
was
alone.
gonna,
Sorry.
I wanted to add because I always said curious, but when you introduce total curious, and to me it was refreshing because to me when I introduce curious, like Hikaru, curious. So it's like you go like curious. It's like you're more thinking, oh, what's gonna be happening?
Right,
I go
right,
like I'm looking for the next, what's
right,
coming
right,
next.
right, right.
So even if we use the same word, our deep emotion is kind of
right,
different.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You
yeah.
I
see? Yeah,
right,
so
Right.
that was really interesting, I thought.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you pointed it, Hikaru, I think so too. Because I think, like, for example, I've been trained with the scientific mind. So everything that I don't understand or I don't know, I approach it with like, the curiosity of like, what is this? Like a scientific method, or like, finding out. But I like what you did because you're more like, like a creative energy, like
Go and grab
yeah,
it.
explore it. Like, it's like an explorer of some sort. Like, you know what I mean? It's like mine is like more of like a scientific cautious, like, let's do an experiment. What's the
Mm,
result? What's this? So it's interesting to
mm, mm, mm.
But I'm so glad you brought this up, Toto, because I just remembered we were supposed to start the workshop with your little stories.
right.
We absolutely should. Do you think so?
Yeah,
I think with people will get so much from hearing both of you speak about, the pressure to know,
right.
but not pressure necessarily in a negative way. It's more like it's a big part of your job.
Right. But,
But whatever
um,
it is, it's just you talking about it. And I think that that would be great.
I think I think maybe we can squeeze it in. Um, like
Mm,
how we welcome people, and then we talk about what is the unknown and stuff. And then maybe after talking about our experiences, then we hand it over to you so that you can give a hint, Gwen, so that
yeah,
maybe so so maybe Hikari and I will can give a picture of like everyday life and how people deal with it or encounter the unknown in their lives and their daily,
yeah,
and then how they deal with it. And then maybe you can give a general summary, but also a hint of what the workshop will be about.
that's nice.
And then
Um,
we go through the introduction, the game, and then the yes and game. And then at the end, before we do, I don't know if it's either before or we do the discussion, maybe then you can summarize it with that with that quote, and then at the end maybe we can give them the homework of like what is the unknowable in your life and
Mm.
how do you deal with it and stuff like that.
Mm,
I
mm,
think
I
I
mm.
think
think
that
that I think I follow what you're saying, but I think we're also going to give them a hint of it before we do the first exercise. Here, I'm going to put
right.
the thing back up. Right? Because we want to give them a hint of it. So this is the beginning. And then, right, we'll have something here in the B. Yeah. I've had a very long day, so I have a feeling that by tomorrow morning, I will I will get all of this much better. I had a very good day, but like with lots of detail. So, but yeah, I think once I go over this, I'll get a sense of that flow.
Right.
So, um, yeah, so we should put up here, right? Where you guys, we could probably eliminate some of the words
Mm.
here, right? Because when we're just using this to follow it, we can make it simpler. But here, I guess before here, um, starting with Hikaru, right? Tell your stories.
Um, where are you?
Here,
The introduction, Hikaru.
Okay.
so it's right above where we're highlighting what cannot be known. And
Mm,
though you're going to tell your story, so it's uh, Hikaru story of the school, right?
mm.
The the principal job,
Okay.
and then Toto is being a doctor, being trained as a doctor, right? Training others, being a doctor, any part of that. Yeah, cool. And then we'll have those stories because we can always reflect on them after that.
Mm.
Um, it's nice.
How
Yeah.
about you, Gwen?
What about me? I don't have a story.
Oh, you do. You have so
I'm sure you
many.
do. I'm sure you have
I
like
don't,
tons of
but we
stories.
don't need my story. We're using your stories because they were so good, you
Thank
know?
you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Um, I mean, I'll find a way actually to say what I've said to you guys somewhere in this, which is I, for years, I've I've heard this, I knew that there is some sense of some stuff that's just unknowable, but I've spent maybe 2 seconds thinking about it because I really didn't want to, right? So I can share. And then maybe some point I could share the journey you and I have been on, which
Great.
is that which is that we were creating workshops around uncertainty, embracing
Mm,
that.
mm.
And then I realized, well, there's something even harder than that,
Right, right. That's right.
or scarier than that, or
Mm.
Right.
I won't say hard or scary because I don't want to say negative stuff, but yeah.
Adventurous.
Yeah, adventurous. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna put that
Mm.
in
Okay.
there.
So
Okay, good. What's
um
nice about this solid beginning? Sorry, Toto, I'm just realizing that we have a solid beginning like this. We could then ex we don't even have to do a lot of other activities. We've got so
Mm,
much that we
mm,
can reflect
mm.
on and ask people about, and yeah. Okay, I'm good.
okay. So after that intro, that short game, that really quick game. I have a question though, Hikaru. Um, what if we have a lot of participants, do we go through that game? That game will can eat a lot of time if we have if we're a lot of people inside that Zoom room.
Which
So
game?
the name and emotion. So
Yeah,
w- but if we have like
if
10,
we
12,
have
that's
more than
fine.
10 people or
Right.
10 people, maybe it's okay, but more than 15 people,
It'll take some time.
then it would take 30 minutes for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Do,
it
do
would
you
take a lot of time.
do you do we have like uh an adaptation, an alternative game, or do we just go for the yes end game? What do you think?
Uh,
I think we should,
Just go.
should I speak?
go
I
ahead,
think
go
we
ahead.
should do the emotion game. I do.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
maybe what we can, because yes and is, actually we didn't, the yes and story was going to come out of the emotion
Yeah,
Right.
thing. That's
yeah,
the game us, we don't need to do the yes and story game.
Okay.
Maybe we can create a
yeah.
little
I was
more.
worrying because we are gonna run out of time.
Oh no, we
So
Yeah.
don't
that
need it. It's
yeah,
too,
so that
yeah.
we can just, if we have enough time left, then we can play with yes and game with the emotion.
I don't think so, actually. I would say not do the SN game no matter what.
Okay, okay.
Because it's, in a way, it's too intellectual at that point. We just went through that whole emotion thing. And I think having the emotions is good. Um, and what we, maybe you guys know better than me about this, but we could also ask 5 people to share their emotions, and then at the end we could have everybody do what we wanted to do for that photo. Now everybody all at the once at the same time share how you feel when things are not knowable, when and maybe also people could be putting in the chat. Aren't people going to be putting in the chat here?
Yeah,
Remember?
um
Remember
I
up there?
I wanted to suggest at the intro game, we can just ask the people put your name and emotion. So like Hikaru exercise. Like this.
Okay.
So,
But it's
total
in, you put it
curious.
in the chat. You put it in the chat, or where did you
Yeah,
put it?
I put it in the chat.
Okay.
And then at the same time, we ask. So, at the very, very beginning, we can ask the participants to put your name and emotion towards to unknown.
I don't think so, because we haven't even talked about it yet.
Mm,
I feel like we've got to warm them up, get them, let's create the environment
okay.
for this exploration. So I think that if we do it here, Hikaru, right?
Right.
Um, we're asking for them to say some things in their lives that are not knowable,
Mm-mm.
right? And then I think that's fine. Like, we're just getting to know each other, and how do you see these things? And some people might say it when I look out into the sky, right? And somebody else might say, I don't know if my marriage is going to work out. Like, it could be like, just look at such a different range of things. So by the time that we get to the share our emotion, we'll already be getting to know each other.
Right.
Mm.
So can it work for the show your emotion and then pass it, like everybody imitate and pass it? If we ask 5 people, maybe 2 of us will do it, and 3 others. But then at the end, everybody can perform an emotion together.
Hmm.
I'm asking you guys because you've directed stuff more than me.
I think it can work. I mean, if it's a small group, maybe we can. I think it's better if we can do it all at the same time.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, but then yeah, I just remembered how many signed up? 130.
yeah,
130. So
but
and
we have 5 sessions.
right,
So
going
if
on.
we divide by 5, then it's gonna be about 20
Right.
each. But
But
then,
but
30% will drop out.
right, right. Like 20-30%. But
Yeah.
I was also looking I was sorry, but I was also looking at the sessions offered in terms of titles, and I kind of feel like maybe a number of people would probably be attracted to or curious about the unknown. So,
Mm.
and like for example, Beth signed up, not even like
Mm,
like so I kind of expect that we'll probably have more than 10, maybe. So if we do have more than 10 Hikaru, then um maybe this activity might need more time in a sense if we
mm.
ask everybody. So,
Yeah,
Do
so
we
we
have
should
to ask
say it's
everybody though? Maybe we
sorry.
don't. Maybe we don't have to ask everybody. That's what
Oh,
I was wondering. Can we have like some of us do it?
yeah, we can ask a volunteer. Are there anybody who wants to share or who can share your emotion towards the unknown?
right, right.
By the way, let me share what I got. Can I share?
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Excited. Oh, I have to unshare. I'm like I'm like waiting. Yeah, share.
So these are the people that who signed up. Yay! And Ruth shared it with me. So are there anybody who are familiar?
Oh yeah, I know a bunch of people in there.
Okay.
I asked for this list a few weeks ago.
Oh, you did. So you
Yeah,
sent
because I
it.
thought like how if otherwise we don't know like
Mm.
am I reminding people and they already signed up, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I think it says a view only, so maybe I can share this to everyone here. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
I mean a WhatsApp, so that you can take a look.
I think actually that's maybe old. I think there's more people for it. That's
Yeah,
when
I
is
think
it?
so. We have more because this is 89. So, yeah. Oh,
That could
that
be
was
the Saturday
Saturday.
maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So this was Friday. So this for Vietnam, Australia, Spain, New Zealand.
This is great.
Mm,
It's an unknowable world. Off
yeah.
of what you were saying, Toto, I'm thinking like this is good to be able to grapple with this together.
No. Serbia, United Kingdom, Nigeria. So many Nigeria.
A bunch of our
Nobuko is, yeah. Nobuko is gonna be there. Singapore. Oh, June will be
Oh,
there.
June. Okay.
Yeah. Mm. So 118
Okay.
people.
Yeah. So we should really like include, I'm so glad we're looking at this now because there's just something about the expansiveness of all these countries. I didn't really feel it in the context of the unknowable that we're all
Mm.
coming together and the vast differences. Um, yeah, like when we were talking the last time and I was asking you about your experience of you know, the the climate disasters in each of
Mm.
our lives. Like I've
Mm.
been thinking about that a lot since we spoke about it. And that I think we'll have some kind of sense of that for people coming from all over the world, grappling with the unknowability. It's, it's quite something.
Mm. Yeah, so why don't we say this is not an intro game, but we just say we're gonna stick to one game, emotion game.
Yeah.
And and we're gonna just play with it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
And so we will and let's say not only maybe 15 minutes. What do you think? 10 minutes, 15
That's
minutes?
the part that I'm still not sure because we did say we could ask for volunteers and maybe just do a few. As long as we're sharing / creating emotions together, I don't know that each person has to go.
Okay.
But do you think, because Hikaru, you were saying we could ask for some volunteers and then,
Um,
yeah,
could I use my emotion monster somewhere
please.
in here?
I was waiting for them.
Yeah, because I thought maybe we can share a couple people, like, we share and we ask a couple people to share their emotion. And then we can just share our one of the conclusion or hypothesis that we have a emotion monster inside of us. And then like when unknown comes up, the monster starts waking up
Mhm.
and sometimes bugs you, sometimes encourages you, you know. So what kind of monster do you have inside? So we can just, talk about the monster.
You want to show the slide now and
Sure.
then pretend we're your people. We are your people. So just run
Yeah.
it through with us.
Sure. So, by the way, this is the front page, the first page. Hello, good
I
morning.
saw this is
Good
great.
evening, everyone. Welcome. Oh, the slide. Oh, welcome. So, in the chat, please write your name, where you're coming from, and what emotion you'd feel towards unknown. Write it down. Yay. And we are starting and introducing ourselves to each other. And then I stop. And then we, Toto, you, Gwen, you talk about blah, 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 blah. And then I show this slide again. And this is our um, hypothesis of unknown journey. So it goes around, around, around. So, and then,
And are you going to read the emotions for that one? Go back to the journey. So I like we talked about this the last time. Like in step 2, I see the word acceptance.
mm,
I don't know what the other one's on. So are you gonna say,
the third one is, you just accept it so that you can play with it.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I see.
You can play
So
with your emotion. And then towards the unknown. But then you feel like, you've known everything. Then come back to step 0. You don't know anything. So this
that's
is
great.
the journey like that. Then emotion monsters towards unknown. Which emotion monsters should you get towards unknown? I would get curious and excited. Or I froze. Or I'm scared. So pick some of the monsters and then let's play with it.
Now this is separate or after, or we
This is
a few of us did showed our emotions,
so this
or
is
before.
right here. Yeah, show your emotion part.
So before we do that, we could pick a monster.
No, no. So first of all, we're not gonna show that slide yet. So we like Gwen, Toto, you introduce yourself again, and then with the emotion and the gesture, and then
Mm-hmm.
we all do, and I will follow, and then we are gonna ask a couple of people to
Okay.
do it, and after that, we are gonna show that slide.
I see. And so everybody could pick a monster.
Yeah, everybody can pick a monster.
And there's no description of the emotion of the monster. Just you have to go by what they look like, right?
Exactly.
I want the one with the 17 eyes, like that, right?
17 nice.
Okay, 3
I'm
eyes.
This one.
I'm more of the blue one. I'm afraid.
Yeah, yeah. Which one am
Yeah.
I? Yeah, I'm the one with the hat. And I'm like, I'm mad. And so what will you have the 10, 15 people do? Do you
Mm.
want them to say which one they are?
So we're not gonna ask everyone, but we can
Okay.
ask some of the people what kind of emotion monster you would have. And you don't really have to pick only one. You can pick as many as you want because emotions are very complicated.
Yeah.
But we want to identify, or we want you to know that your emotion monster sometimes bugs you when something happens unknown, or sometimes your emotion monster encourages you. Like my emotion monster always encourages me to go into.
That's so
That's
cool.
why, yeah, that's why sometimes I get in trouble, but I cannot stop my monster.
It's too bad we can't like grab it like an emoji, you know.
I think we, uh, uh,
Or should we give them name? You want to give them a name so it would be easier for people to say,
uh,
or a number, or
yeah, why don't we? If we have enough time here now, we can all name. Well, I can put it later.
okay.
So this red one from the left, the red one, what how
Crybaby. Cry.
crybaby. Crybaby. Okay. The next one, the black one, black and white.
Creepy, but that's not the right name, but that person is creepy.
Great. Yeah.
But don't use that one.
Oh, I can say creepy.
Really?
E
Do
e
you,
e e.
so you feel creepy. You would be feeling creepy? Right, okay.
Creepy, or not maybe uh like thinking really really hard.
Yeah, right.
But mm,
And the guy with the hat, I think, is angry. It just shouldn't be this way.
ah, oh, do you think he's angry?
I do.
I feel he is worried.
or scared.
Oh, but
Yeah.
for me, that goes together. I'm mad that I have to be worried.
Mm,
I'm mad that I have to be scared. So yeah, whatever, right? Whatever you put in there, and somebody will choose if it goes for them.
mad,
Hikaru, right?
mad worry. War, mad worry. Mad worry. Mm. What about blue guy?
Didn't you choose him, Total? The blue-green guy.
Yeah. He looks like, is the pink guy smiling? Excited?
Okay, the pink guy is smiley.
Because
How you see the
the
smile there.
blue guy looks worried. Like
Yeah,
Mm, mm.
really or like deep in thought.
yeah. He feels to me like he's going, oh no.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
Oh,
about O-N-O? Oh no.
oh, oh, and oh no, oh
Oh
no,
no. O-N-O. Oh no.
oh,
Oh
oh no,
no.
oh no.
I don't know what that girly one next to him is doing. She's like dancing, right?
Yeah, she's like excited. She's
She
on
is. That's Hikaru. Looks a little bit like you.
Oh, exciting.
The one next to her is creepy.
Yeah, or like, I don't know what to do.
Right. Like like he's frozen. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't
Yeah,
frozen.
yeah,
like he doesn't know what to do. He's just like there. He's frozen.
yeah. And he's kind of
Frozen.
blends into the background. So like, who am I?
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to get involved.
Right.
Right. I might lose myself in the background. Everything's white. So I might lose myself.
Right. And that cat, I don't know if you included that cat, but that cat looks really curious.
Ah, yeah.
Like yeah, like
Um, so sweet, like yeah, young kind of sweet. You know,
Mm,
like young curious.
what comes next?
right, right.
Mm.
And we
Okay.
decided what the three-eyed pink one is. Did we decide that one yet?
We like him the best, right? Yummy.
Have you
Yeah,
ever done this kind of thing with kids? Gave them pictures to, did you tell us that? Right, yeah, that's cool. All right, so when do they do this after the few people share emotions?
Mm,
And and then if we do this right after, then I think we should stop and debrief.
yeah, yeah.
What was it like to share all this and to play with these emotions
Yeah,
and this?
maybe we can just, we can uh set some questions like so does your emotion encourages you? Does your emotion stops you? Does your emotion scares you? You know, so we can just, discuss
Yeah.
about what kind of things that your emotion does to you.
You know, it's a good question because I know I've dealt with this kind of issue with social therapeutics, and is that there's something you feel and then it's what you do with what you feel.
Mm,
I think that's what you're getting. Like, just because I feel scared doesn't mean I shouldn't try. Yeah. So I feel like that's kind of what you're asking is what the emotion is, and then how do you respond? How do you respond to the emotion?
yeah, how do you respond to your emotion?
Mhm.
Mm,
Yeah. It's good when people learn that, right? That
right.
you don't have to respond a certain way when you have an emotion.
Mm,
Unfortunately, I think some of our world leaders have not learned that. Ay. Is that okay? Do we feel like we've got this, like, and then the rest is debrief?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
And we'll be debriefing before too.
Mm. So 30. So in this way, the debrief would take a lot of time, I think.
Why don't yeah. Now this end of it I think is important. And what goes if you scroll down, Hikaru, what comes after this discussion thing? Is that the very end? Good, good, good. I was hoping it was going to be the end.
So we are gonna really run out of time.
Yeah. I don't think we
So
can do much with that part at 42 minutes.
right. I think we can combine reflection from the game as well as the discussion.
Totally. Yes.
So from
And we'll ask questions. What's going to happen, I think, when people are reflecting and we know we're going to end soon, or at any time they're reflecting, we might have questions for them.
mm,
So just leave ourselves open to that, right? What
yep.
are we hearing? What do we have questions about? And I think at the very end, like the part that says offering how to integrate applied improvisation, I do think it's a really nice offer.
Mm,
And
I do really think
if we
so.
could, yeah. So do we have an offer? Like I want to offer this thing I put in the with the link here. I can move in here, even though you shared it. So you see I put a link called Become a Developmentalist.
Where is it?
Yeah, in the last slide, this slide that you're on now, the wrap up, I put a link because we're going to offer
Oh,
links to
okay.
things.
Yeah,
So
become
I
a
put that there. And maybe we could have an applied improv or a workshop you have coming up, Toto, that is online or anything like that. Be really nice. And if it's okay, the reason why I'm sharing this is because Lois Holden taught a class a few months ago, like it went over like 5 weeks, called Become a Developmentalist, perform dialectics. How do you perform dialectics? And so I took the class, so did a bunch of other people. And then people wanted to do the class again, like offer it to more people. It was very cool. And that's the place where I realized that I want to grapple more with unknowability because I just couldn't go very far there.
mm,
And now it's being offered as like a 3-hour workshop, a one-time workshop. And so I could just say that, and I would love it if we all three could do it together. It's at 2 different time zones, but it would be so nice to do this together. And then people can pay what they can pay. They could pay nothing. You know what I mean?
mm,
People
mm-hmm.
always sliding scale fee. So we can invite other people to join us.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay.
And I do have an improv workshop
Mhm.
with Yvette and Dan Friedman. asked us to do it in June. So
Oh, at the Let's Learn.
at the Let's Learn.
Ah, wonderful. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so it's a pure improv workshop. So
Yeah,
gonna play a lot.
That's nice.
Mm.
really nice. Yeah,
What's
so
the
we're kind
theme? What's the
of
theme,
invite
Hikaru?
people to continue.
Sorry.
Uh, the theme is really let's learn. And oh,
Okay.
the theme is that where oh I can't find it.
That's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
This one.
Uh,
Everything goes better because I introduced my book um to Dan and Yvette. This is a book I published about 10, 15 years ago. It says
wow.
everything goes great with yes and.
Oh my goodness.
So then Dan said, "Oh, we should use the title." So,
Love it.
mm,
Do you have an English version of your book?
unfortunately, I haven't been able to translate it. Yeah, but it's going to be sometime in June. We haven't decided the time yet,
Oh,
but on the weekend. So,
And there'll be another set of Global Play Brigade
yeah,
play shops before that. I'm so mixed
yeah,
up with time. Like,
the Global Play Shop for Heart and something.
yeah.
Heart and Power will be in June.
Oh, it's in June too. So
In June.
they're just gonna have to wait to June.
Right. They're gonna have to wait until
Except
June.
and mine is in May.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
we
not
should invite
bad.
them.
oh,
Yeah.
Or
cool.
or we should definitely have to have a reflection, three of us. But we can also invite the people who wants to come to the discussion session,
Yeah, I
reflection
love that.
session.
It's really
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Okay, this is a great offer. And do you have anything coming up that people could join, Toto?
No. I'm doing something, but it's a workshop for people with chronic illness. I'm trying it out
Oh,
first with because I really prefer face to face.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
I'm doing it with like a group with autoimmune disease first. So that's gonna be like
Um,
my trial group. And
mm,
then I'm actually working with June Wang.
Oh,
So we can like she's helping me do the scientific part because I'm trying to create something that I can write a paper on and maybe get it
oh,
published.
wonderful.
So I'm just hoping that I do it right. Because like the pre and post evaluation and stuff like that, like the validated questionnaires and self-assessment forms is and yeah, I'm hoping to do it for like an 8-week period and collect data, create something because um I really feel like improv can help people with deal with illness
Yeah,
and it's not just for healthcare providers so that they can collaborate and communicate well so that they can create better patient outcomes. I
mm,
think improv has a place with patients themselves. I feel not I mean
so nice.
improv is not therapy, but it is therapeutic in a way.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
What name
I'm
would
so
it be?
happy to hear this.
Thank you.
Really. So yeah, I have a bunch of things to say, but I hope we can at another time. I'm really happy to hear this.
Thank you.
It just reminded me. Let me see if I can do this. No, it's too long. I'm trying to put something in the chat. I want you to see this. You guys give me 1 second. Let's see if I can take just a few more seconds and get it into the chat little by little, because it has to do with all these projects that got created around Beth Boynton.
Mm.
Ah,
Because I'm thinking about her as you're speaking.
right. Beth is coming over. Beth is
Yeah.
joining.
Yeah, Beth will be there.
Right.
She'll be you mean at the play shop?
At our workshop, at our
Yeah,
session.
so fantastic. So that's the one
Yeah.
that's the first session, right? We'll just call it first
Right.
I
session.
think so, yeah.
Let's see if I can see. Okay, here. So I found a way. Let's see if I
Wow.
can get the second one. Yep. Okay, so this way you don't have to read it now, but you could copy, but I shared this with the Yes and Higher Education Network because I wanted us to think about just what you were describing, Toto, like the possible collaborations with people that we can. So with June, you can focus on the more scientific parts. You could write a paper about it. It's like we have a wonderful wealth of tools and yeah.
Right.
And see, in the
I wanna keep it somewhere. Where should I put it?
put
Uh,
which
Oh, your chat.
this story thing.
I wanna keep
If
it.
you look at the very
That's
bottom of this, Toto, I wrote there's more, but I stop here. Let's explore. But the more was going to be you. I just thought I wrote. I just thought I like wrote too much. I was putting it in an email, but that'll be like for next time. Yeah, it's so nice.
I just kept it in
Oh, cool.
Thanks, Hikaru.
sure.
It's really nice. Yeah, it's very emotional. It's lovely.
Yeah. I'm just hoping I can get it off the ground because I really need to write the proposal, which I'm planning to do after our session.
Yeah.
And because I already worked with this patient group last year, and it was a beautiful experience, and I'm hoping that that they'd be interested enough so that they can be there for 8 weeks. So it's like
Mm.
once a week, 3-hour sessions. And then
Mm.
and then what I'm planning to do is like, so it's like every day you learn different things. So like for example, how different improv principles. And at the end of that 8 week is going to be like a Thanksgiving showcase.
Mm.
Mm.
So they put together what they learned through fun and games, but it's a little bit of a mini show to thank their family and friends for supporting them throughout the disease process.
Wow.
Mm.
So it's like it gives them a little bit of like confidence to perform and stuff like that. And if I don't know if you guys are familiar with psoriasis, this is a group of people with psoriasis. It takes a toll on the people's psychology, like self-confidence and the way they go
Yeah.
out in society
Yeah.
and stuff like
I have
that.
a
So
very good friend yeah, yep.
right. And and I'm hoping that it gives them like a sense of community, but at the same time, like it gives them the confidence to go out there and perform and be on stage and stuff like that. So I'm
Beautiful.
Mm.
actually very excited and curious to see if everything works out and how it'll, you know, the results, like how the pre and the post surveys will be, and et cetera, et
Mm.
cetera.
It's wonderful that you've been able to pull group, you've been doing work, like you have people that you could work with in that kind of ongoing and intimate way. It's great.
Right. I mean, it was just really like I was just introduced to the group last year, and they just said we want to do something. So I had like a half day workshop with them, and it was really fun because they were all patients, and um that's why I wanted to do this. It's like I really want to do like create like a module for them,
Mhm.
Mm.
so, like an 8 week like workshop.
Yeah.
And yeah. Uh I was initially saying that, well, maybe we could just do it and whatever, but then when I came across June's work, I realized that, you know, I can collect data. And I think
Hmm.
that's one way for me to support what improv does, what AIN does, is
Oh,
to
that's great.
add data to limited existing body of knowledge about
Yeah.
improv.
Wow.
So I don't know if it's wish me luck. I really wanna do it.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that it comes to.
Break a leg.
Thank you, thank you. But anyways, let's go back. Let's go back to the session.
Yeah. So I was wondering, so at the end, again, bookend, so we have to remind the participants that our question, our message
Yeah.
from the quote, so that I can put the quote into the slide and we can share the slide. And Gwen, maybe you can just help me shorten the quote, or which part I should share in a slide.
Yes. And I think what I was saying earlier, I forgot about it. So it's good you said that. I'll go look what we have and then you just find a way to really peel, what's very usable.
Mm.
Yeah. And then we leave them with the question that was at the end.
Yeah, leave them with the
You
question.
look at what in your life,
Mm.
is a noble. Did you take a look at um that short video I had of the little boy who was interviewing this woman about her? I'll resend it to you. It's very short, but I won't say anything else. I wonder if it's kind of usable. You'll see why I'm saying it. It's very short. It's like less than a minute probably.
I might
Um,
have I might have seen that.
don't worry about it now. I'll just pull it out and put it at the bottom of our WhatsApp. Yeah.
This one, right?
I
Yeah. What is
yeah.
that? Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
really hear it, but you can see what he's saying. But it's his voice that's amazing.
He's so cute. Um, I have to.
Somebody shared this with me, and I don't remember who. Yeah. So why don't you we could look at it and see if there's oh, I guess what made me think of it right then is because we're sending them away, right? To ponder
Right, right.
to ponder these things. But when I
This,
saw the little boy being like so like excited about all of this, it might be a nice image to have. But
yeah,
Right.
I will rely
Agree.
on what you guys think. If we
Agree.
can do that. All right, I
yeah.
think we're
Let's
good.
share this video.
Say it again.
Let's share this video
Yeah, during the work, like at the end of the workshop, I think.
Right.
at the end of the yeah, at the end.
This little boy, is gonna send you off,
Mm, mm.
into the
Can you
world.
also share the audio, Hikaru?
Yes, I'm. Weren't you able to listen?
No, we can hear it very, very faint.
Yeah, yeah. I will have to see. Okay, there you go. Can you hear me?
Very faint.
Oh, try put our own audio up.
I can hear the guy and a little bit of the girl, but the kid is really, really faint.
Yeah, I can't hear the kid either. It's interesting.
I'm 29.
But it is in our WhatsApp.
Right, right.
Oh,
Mm.
they bought this. first. It's somewhere between.
But they also have a subtitle, so we can just take a look.
Yeah.
But his voice is really good.
Yeah, it's very cute. But isn't that cool? Like whoever these people are, somewhere in the United States, like, you know, that we're pondering this for some of this international experience. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I think
So
social media is fantastic with all the complaints, and I think it just democratizes stuff a lot.
Mhm.
Okay, so we all have our tasks and we'll communicate. Why don't we'll communicate via our WhatsApp group,
Yes.
and then we will, if we feel like we're not sure of something, we'll just say and we can get on a quick call or you know, but I think we're good. The trick I think for this kind of thing, not the trick, but like the feel of it is like as you're going, you're hearing what people are saying, is if you could pick up on stuff that you want to pursue. And as long as we're really listening, which this is a very good listening group, I think we'll be fine. Like whatever avenue we end up taking.
mm,
And
That's
we can
exciting.
always, oh, what I think I love about doing this kind of stuff is how we work together with the people there. So like at any moment, we could say, Toto, what are you thinking? We're really
yeah.
going far now with
Right.
this discussion. Do you think maybe we should now do the next game we're gonna do, or should we stay here? Like that, you know, just share
Right.
that process. Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Okay.
Wow. So we are ready now.
Yeah,
Right.
it's really good.
Mm.
And I love that we
So
have some things coming after, right? So yeah.
I'm gonna finalize the slide with the monster names and the quotes at the beginning and at the end. And I'm gonna also include the video into the slide so that I can just click on it.
Okay, beautiful.
I have a question, just real to wrap it up. Do we need to show the box at the beginning because
That's right. That's right.
that might take up more time. So do we begin with the
Oh, the
box or
box.
do we just take it out?
The box
Yeah,
was
we were
so
talking
great.
about the box.
We almost lost both of your intros and the box.
Right. We Hikaru, maybe we can just have a box. We don't have to have an actual box. And then maybe just ask people as they coming in what what do they think is in the box. So and
Mm,
then we don't reveal at the end. We don't reveal because no one of us none of us
exactly, because it's
will know.
unknown.
Right. And that's another takeaway. Like what's our feeling
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
So it's the box is just there to as like an intro. So we have a box and we have intro music, and then it just
Where
says
is the box though?
uh
If you don't have it.
Hickory,
I
you
can
can
just, find some box,
get a
a
nice
picture
box.
of
But it
box.
would have to be a slide. And that we don't, right? We don't have a
Right.
slide on, right? Because we're gonna be seeing each other come in.
Well, I
Put it
think,
in the
we're
chat
gonna
maybe?
use the slide so
Right.
that people
We initially
can.
said that it's gonna be in a slide, and then we're just gonna be like a small window on the side.
Oh,
And then
okay, great.
the box is a photo, and then on the side is like the instruction, like, "Hi, hello, welcome to Embrace the Unknown. Please type in your guess. What's inside the box? Please type your guess," or something like that. So, and then while that's happening, we can like, just talk to people like, "Hi, hello, welcome. Please come in and just type in the box. Type in the chat what you think is in the box," and stuff like that. So
Okay, so I can add a question. So in the chat, please write your name, where you are now, and what emotion you'd feel towards unknown, and guess what's in the box.
Right. Right.
That's very funny.
Okay.
And so where will the box be? It will be on this thing?
It's
On
gonna
this
be on the
slide?
slide, right?
Okay, that's great.
Mm.
Did it start writing Japanese all of a sudden?
It's red.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oops. Okay, and then I put the box right here.
Okay.
I will fix it.
Yeah. There's so much, we have so much to offer here.
I know.
It's really gonna be like we're just saying, like staying with people, right? And seeing where they go with this stuff. And I think it's gonna be beautiful. All right, guys. I'm saving the chat.
All right, I'll see you guys Friday. I mean, Saturday.
Saturday morning,
Yeah.
Friday
Friday night for you.
Friday
Glenn.
evening.
Yeah.
It's okay. Always talk my time. That's very helpful for me.
All right.
Everything Eastern time. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
See you
Good night.
soon.
See ya.
See ya.